Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL, Pronunciation and Conversation 65. Today we're going to be focusing on connected speech. And we've looked at this before in previous chapters, the tendency in English to do what's called linking. Linking consonant sounds together or a final consonant sound with the vowel sound in the next word. We looked at that when we were talking about consonant sounds and vowel sounds earlier in our class. And so we're going to reconnect with that in this topic of connected speech and the practice of linking. So our objectives for this chapter are to learn more about how to link or connect words and the grammatical rules that we follow in English, spoken English, when we do that, and how sounds get changed or lost when we connect words. How sounds change or are omitted altogether when we link and connect words. And we saw this a lot with the previous chapter as well. So the main summary for this chapter is that in written English, we separate words, different parts of speech. However, in spoken English, to get this rhythm that we've been looking at for the past couple classes, to get the rhythm in spoken English, we connect and link words. So an example in written English would be, what did you do? But in spoken English, that doesn't really create a lot of rhythm. What did you do? It's very convoluted, when you try to speak English the way that we write it. So we put our words together in spoken English. What did you do? What did ya do? What did you do? Is the spoken way of saying this sentence. And you can see how the vowel sounds and consonant sounds are all connected together. So the end of one word connects or links with the beginning of the next word in spoken English. And when we do that, words in a phrase might sound like one long word, like, what did you do? That sounds like one long word instead of four separate ones. So this is what we're going to be looking at today, connected speech. How words connect together, and then how sounds, vowel or consonant sounds, change, or maybe even get lost altogether when we do connect. So our warm-up, we have two exercises we're going to do. We're going to do exercise 1, and we're going to do exercise 2. For exercise 1, on page 86, read the conversation and then write what you think you hear spoken. Write it in written English the way it would correctly be written. And notice the differences in how spoken English, the words are much more connected or bunched together than written English. So I'm going to play CD2 track 29. Follow along. And as you hear each part, write down in written English what it is you think you hear. CD2, track 29.
Chapter 11, Exercise 1B, page 87.
What do you do?
I'm a photographer.
What do you take photos of?
Mostly families and pets.
Oh, would you take a picture of my family?
Sure.
Okay, one more time.
Chapter 11, Exercise 1B, page 87.
What do you do?
I'm a photographer.
What do you take photos of?
Mostly families and pets.
Oh, would you take a picture of my family?
Sure.
So many of you are already accustomed to this. And for many of you, it might be the challenge with spoken English. Maybe in your home country or in the classes you've taken here, it has focused more on written English. But in your community, in your job, with your neighbors, when you run errands and you're shopping, spoken English sounds a lot different than the way we write it. So let's go through these together. What'd you do? Or excuse me, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Sounds like all one word, and that's that written form in English here. I'm a photographer. I'm a photographer. I'm a is connected speech for I am or I'm. I apostrophe M. So you would write that here. I am a photographer, or I'm a photographer. But notice when we try to say it the way we write it, it just doesn't flow. Connected speech is all about creating that rhythm that we've been looking at in the previous couple chapters. Notice the same question here. What do you take photos of? 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 Would be the written form in English. What do you take photos, plural, of? This one's a little bit easier. Not a lot of connection here. Mostly families, plural. Mostly families and pets. Mostly families and pets. Remember we looked at that last week when we talked about word stress and how content words are stressed, function words are not stressed, and this is and here. Remember, conjunctions, articles, helping verbs, auxiliary modals, we call them. Those are all function words, right? They don't have a lot of information, so we unstress those. And as you can see, a lot of the times it's those function words that are getting connected to content words. We'll look at that when we continue our work in this chapter. So, what do you take photos of? Mostly families and pets. Families and pets. Oh, would you take a picture of my family? 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 Written form, would you take a picture of my family? Written form, much more difficult to pronounce. If we were to do every consonant sound and every vowel sound, really no rhythm there. Sure. And that was the written form of that dialogue. All right, I'm going to break up the video a little bit for exercise 2. So go ahead and click next in the bottom right-hand corner, and we'll do one more practice, exercise 2, with linking and connected speech.